Okay, so in this example we're going to use L'Hopital's rule to evaluate the limit as x approaches -3 of x squared plus x minus 6 over x plus 3. Now before we get to L'Hopital's rule, let's try substitution. And if we try substitution, that's going to give you -3 squared plus -3 minus 6 over -3 plus 3, which is 9 minus 3 minus 6 over -3 plus 3, or 0 over 0. Now it's only when we have this indeterminate result that we can use L'Hopital's rule. Okay, there are other forms of indeterminacy, but this is the one with which we're familiar. Okay, so if we get an indeterminate result 0 over 0, we can use L'Hopital's rule. And the little accent, is it a circumflex? Is that what it's called? I can't remember. But we're going to use L'Hopital's rule when we get that. So, now L'Hopital's rule, basically what it tells us to do is to differentiate the expression on the top and the bottom of the fraction separately. This is not a quotient rule, we're differentiating the top and bottom separately. So, if we write out the original again, this is what it was, the limit of x squared plus x minus 6 over x plus 3. Now, let's continue to find the limit, but this time of the derivative of the top over the derivative of the bottom. If we differentiate x squared plus x minus 6, differentiate x squared, we get 2x. Differentiate x, we get 1. And differentiate minus 6, it simply goes away. On the bottom, we have x plus 3. If we differentiate that, differentiate x, you get 1. Differentiate the plus 3 is 0. So this becomes the limit as x approaches -3 of 2x plus 1. And we do this now with substitution. 2 times -3 plus 1 is -6 plus 1 is -5. Now, if you look back to one of the earlier pages in OneNote, this was an example that we did very early on in the early days of finding algebraic, taking an algebraic approach to limits. We did this by factoring, and we got the same result, so -5. So this is an alternative to factoring. Sometimes it's more useful than factoring, other times factoring might be even quicker for you, but whichever you're happiest with in any particular situation. L'Hopital's rule is more powerful than factoring. L'Hopital's rule will cover a multitude of different contexts that factoring cannot cope with. So L'Hopital's rule is something you absolutely have to learn. Okay? Thank you.